Hey healers, gods and goddesses, hey beautifuls. I sounded like a radio person. But it's day 15 of our 40 days and 40 nights spiritual detox challenge. Actually no, it's day 11 because we started on 4/4. As you guys can see, I'm not all there. But that's a good thing because I always say like it's not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. But it wasn't a breakdown. It really was a breakthrough. I feel so psycho so much of the time, but it's really because I have not allowed my own energy to flow. And I could say my energy hasn't been allowed to flow. But it's amazing how powerful we actually are and how much we've been convinced that we aren't and that other people can hold us back. They really can't. They really can't. It's just a lot easier to feel like that. Because if we're really afraid of our limitless potential, it's a lot easier to put that in other people's hands or have to wait for other people to give us permission. But this whole process is about not needing any of that. I'm shaking. So I had a major energy release yesterday. My left arm started shaking uncontrollably, and it was rare. Usually my legs shake like how they're doing right now. This is a part of stimming. This is one thing that I teach in my Reiki course. Stimming. It comes from the autistic community, and it's like self-stimulation. It's a movement that you make that enables you to release energy and channel energy. And we're often stopped from doing these type of movements because they're it's not appropriate, or it's like we're acting up or we're being bad. These are literally our natural physiological responses and ways that we release energy and that we release trauma. And when they're suppressed, we begin to practice suppressing them ourselves. So it's extremely important. You don't have to identify as autistic or have a diagnosis. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I don't believe in the validity of diagnosis. You guys already know that. You can self-diagnose yourself. Feel what you feel. And it's so funny how people will think, well, if people can self-diagnose, then they'll just say whatever, they'll just do whatever. Okay, well, first of all, who taught you that people needed someone to tell them what to do? Because they really don't. But our whole system of government and society is based on one fucking German philosopher who felt that way. So I don't know if he was German or what the fuck he was. You guys, it's such a major mind fuck. Everything is disintegrating. The timelines are completely dissolving right now. You really gotta stay holding on to yourself and the people that you love and stay solid in that. And I've had a massive migraine for the past 24 hours. Ever since I left the spa, I've had a massive migraine. Anybody else? It's a sign that the crown chakra is clearing, but I really want to give myself permission right now to not have all the answers. I feel pressure to have all the answers all the time. I feel pressure to be wise, but I can be a dumb bitch too. I may be wise, but I can be a dumb bitch too, and I deserve that. I deserve that permission. I deserve that space. I deserve space to fuck up. A lot of the people here and the people that gravitate towards me never got the space to fuck up. You had to be perfect, otherwise you were dispensable, and discarded. So there's that fear, that very real, visceral fear that I have to be perfect. I have to say the perfect thing. I have to say the thing that is right and meaningful. I have to earn my place in this space. No, you don't. You can be a fucking messy ass bitch. This is something that I was sort of alluding to on my stories today, and I wanted to get deeper into it with you guys. Where I was talking about how with my Crossroads container, it's been really interesting because the Crossroads are messy and chaotic, and that's how the container has been. It's at first I set the container a certain way, $600 for 6 sessions. Then I panicked because one of my clients couldn't afford that, and I just really wanted to make sure that she could stay consistent with her work, but she wasn't able to. Then another client was paid in full, and haven't seen her since. Haven't talked to her since, and that's okay. All of this is okay. But then another client that I talked to today, has been extremely consistent. Everything that I've mentioned that will benefit her, the healing mind control ritual, the Reiki course, she's jumped on it and she's done it. So she's been really manifesting the results, and you can see. But it's like either way is fine. There's not one better way, because it's your process ultimately. And this is where like spiritual practitioners, coaches, and guides really have to take their own ego out of it, because it's not like, it's like, it's just the same thing with a mom that's like, oh, you're getting such good grades, you're doing so good, I love you. But then when you're not doing good, they're like, they don't want to claim you, or they want to disown you. It doesn't matter, doing good or doing bad, it's very relative. Whatever you're doing, that's what you're supposed to be doing. So I just wanted to send out this quick message to you guys, just to let you know, like, don't beat yourself up. Wherever you're doing, wherever you are, it's right where you're supposed to be, and it's what you're supposed to be doing. Peace. Ma salama.